Hello, and welcome to another newsletter from Construction Programs and Results. I'm Michael Stone, and I will be sharing our newsletter with you. Quick question for you. How are you coming with your year-end review and planning for 2025? You should be a little over half done with the two papers we provide to guide you through that process. Not easy, is it? But I will tell you that those that are on track to get this done will reap huge rewards come next fall and be able to provide for their families better than most. We do our review and planning each year following our papers on review and planning that we posted on our website. It has always paid dividends for the effort. On another subject, I have been working in my shop for the last 2 months or so, trying to get Christmas gifts built and ready to send out this next week. Some days I get lots of good stuff done, and then there was this last Sunday afternoon. About 4 o'clock, I would have sold my whole shop for $1. No, I would have given it away free to the first poor soul who thought he wanted to build Christmas gifts for a family. Oh boy. Which brings me to the subject of this week's newsletter: staying the course. Ever had a day, maybe a week, where you said, "That's it, I'm done, enough already"? You wanted to put a sign in the front window that says, "For sale, one construction company, cheap. I'll pay you to take this stupid thing off my hands." Sometimes things don't go so pretty good. You want to bag it? This happens to almost everyone at some point in their business career. I often hear these comments when consulting. I'll get a phone call and they tell me they're ready to throw in the towel. Why am I doing this to myself? Or can I save this stupid company? Or what do I do to get out of this morass of debt, nasty customers, and ungrateful employees that I'm dealing with? Prevention is better than cure. So, first, let's look at how to avoid this. Courage. You need courage. Many of those who start construction-related businesses don't last a year. Even more are gone by the end of the second year. Ouch. But when you talk to the buying public, they all know contractors are getting incredibly rich. In their minds, if you start a business, you're assured of vast profits. We haul our money to the bank in cream cans. Huh? When reality sets in, those with little or no heart drift off to find easier pickings. It takes real courage to work through the problems of this business on a day-to-day basis. Michael Jordan said, "I know fear is an obstacle for some people, but it is an illusion to me. Failure always made me try harder next time." Is there any wonder he was arguably one of the very best basketball players of all time? Patience. You need patience. Lots of it, and in two parts. It takes patience to run your business one day at a time, to attack and solve problems one at a time. Additionally, you need the ability to set a long-term goal for yourself and your employees and your company. It takes patience to let them happen. When you started your business, you knew it would take time to get up and get going. But when it doesn't come quickly, many cut and run. They can't stand not knowing when things will turn around and the business will take off. They aren't in complete control, so they quit. Things happen that sidetrack and delay the best laid plans. Be patient. Keep your eye on the target. On the shelf above my computer monitor is a small sign I put up many years ago with a quote from E. Joseph Crossman. The quote says, "Obstacles are things a person sees when he takes his eyes off his goals." Focus. That brings us to focus. Focusing your time and attention on your business while you're at work takes effort. Few people have the strength to do this. It is easy to get distracted. However, to make a business successful, focus is essential. You and your people must stay focused on the task at hand all day, every day. Do this by setting your tasks for each day. This should be done every morning or the night before. Prioritize your list and stay focused on the top item until it is done. Then move down the list. Your staff should do the same. I believe Brian Tracy is the one who said successful people do the things they don't like to do, and they do them first. Leadership. Building a strong and vibrant company requires leadership. Leadership encourages others, instills confidence to help them perform at their best. You need to lead by example. A true leader refuses to consider the possibility of failure. Many key elements in human history have occurred because of the resolution or lack thereof of one person. On one occasion, Abe Lincoln overruled his entire cabinet, 1-9, to see through the changes he felt he needed to bring the nation back together. Courageous patience is the true test of a great leader. A true leader also allows his people to make mistakes. Mistakes happen, regardless of the penalties you impose. So take a positive approach. Help alleviate the fear of failure and rejection in others by encouraging them to take a calculated risk and allow honest mistakes. Give your people regular praise and approval. Congratulate the good tries as well as the successes, large and small. Create a workplace where your people feel safe from blame or criticism of any kind. Then say and do the things that make people feel good about themselves and the work they do. The coaching clients once shared with me that they'd given a job superintendent who had worked for them for several years a transfer to the competition. He brought in a new job super, turned him loose, and saw an almost immediate change in the attitude of the field staff. The new guy had self-esteem, a plan to get things done, and gave the employees a pat on the back and a well done frequently. Now people were getting the work done on time and were also willing to put in extra effort to get their jobs completed. Compassion. Remember, you and your employees are going to screw up. Mistakes are going to be made, so don't act surprised when they do. How you respond to those situations will go a long way in setting an example for your employees on how you want things handled. In everything you do, set a good example. Smile, do your job, stay focused on the work you need to do. Be someone others are happy to spend time with, even briefly. Delegate and insist your employees do the work you are paying them to do. Don't do it for them. This will also free up your time to do the things you need to do each day and each week. Resilience. When something happens and you get pushed off the wall, make it a habit to bounce, not break. Encourage your employees to respond in the same manner, and you will start seeing an improvement in the attitude of yourself and your people. A good attitude makes staying on course much easier. The cure. How do you find the will to keep going when things are bad? Look at your motivators. For me, it's always been my family and their welfare. That's what gets me up and going each day. It might be the same for you, or maybe something else. The expectations of others, or pride, or strong will to succeed. If those don't turn your crank, then get busy and find the motivators that work for you and use them every day. It's possible you need to throw in a towel and go in another direction. You're sure that all the courage, patience, focus, leadership, compassion, resilience in the world won't turn the situation around, or maybe your financial situation can't wait for things to turn around. If that's the case, move on without shame. Only you know what's right. But if there's a chance, give yourself time to see if the view doesn't improve. A few sleeps might help, or a long walk with a friend to clear your mind. Set a date to revisit, and you'll probably see that what was bothering you wasn't worth the bother. You'll be glad you took the time, and your family will thank you as well. Thanks again for watching, and may the profits be with you.